I'm having a crisis, okay? Oh yeah, I also have a new mic. That's fun. I have a proper mic stand now. It's great. That's not what this video is about. This video is about me being straight, okay? I drank coffee and I just came back from like an hour-long walk, so I'm a bit hyped up. If you saw my community post, you may see that I added a little PPS about Marvel Rivals. Are you guys playing Marvel Rivals? That's actually not really necessary to this video, but it's necessary for my personal backstory. I never got into Marvel as a child. I was just into different things. So when Marvel Rivals came out, I finally had like a kind of a gateway to the characters and things. And I started the game playing tank, actually. I'm still definitely a tank main. So I pretty much like exclusively played Hulk and Doctor Strange, which also means that Marvel Rivals did the shocking thing of breaking my, I'll say Overwatch thing, but probably usual video game thing of like only playing female characters. I play games like a straight man, okay? But that's the issue here. Marvel Rivals has unlocked something because first of all, the problem is that there's like no female tanks, and all the other tanks are old men, so you gotta do what you gotta do. But then also, I don't like playing any of the supports, so that's like a lot of the girl characters. And then when it comes to DPS, well, we come to the crux of this video, which is the Winter Soldier. When I started branching out, I tried the Winter Soldier, who I had no clue who this man was, but I tried him out and I was like, well, one, I was like, oh, he's cool. Like, I actually quite like his kit. I did pretty well with him. And he has a sick metal arm. And my best friend and my duo who I play with is like a Marvel nerd, and so I would like ask him just like the basic rundown of some of the characters that I'm interested in, and I'm like, well, what the hell did they come from? And so with the Winter Soldier, I was like, what's his deal? Why does he look like that? First of all, he told me, he was like, oh yeah, that's Bucky, and then he explained to me how he was like brainwashed, yada yada, and I was like, wait a minute, that's Bucky! And I say this because of the rare Marvel knowledge I've gained over the years. For some reason, and I believe this was around when the movie Captain America the Winter Soldier came out, I would get a lot of Stucky edits on YouTube, aka the ship between Steve and Bucky, or Captain America and Bucky. But I would always see them, and I would like watch them because I was like low-key so intrigued because I could tell that they had like some dramatic like backstory here, and I was like, there's a reason that this ship is shipping. I always wondered, I was like, who is Bucky? Like, all I knew is that he was like question mark Captain America's sidekick, and then he like disappeared at some point, and that is how I lived so much of my life. And so when my friend explained to me his lore and that he was Bucky, I was like, oh my god. It's also so funny because obviously I knew about the movie Captain America the Winter Soldier. I never realized that the Winter Soldier was referring to a character. Like, I thought it was just called Captain America the Winter Soldier. I thought like he was the Winter Soldier in this particular point in time. Like, I don't know, I thought he was a soldier during winter. You know what I mean? So, oh my god, that just like clicked things into place so hard. And also, like, I'm a sucker for a traumatic backstory. What can I say? That just made him like so much more interesting. And I was like, oh my god. And then so I started playing him more, and I was like, I really like him. And I was like, I really like him. It was a combination of like having a puzzle piece fit together from like literally 10 years ago, and him being cool in game, and him looking cool, and suddenly everything changed. I feel like a switch just flipped in me, and I've become mildly obsessed with this man, and I don't know why. I haven't drawn in forever. I've like tried to, but the other day I was like, I'm gonna draw Bucky. And then I like doodled him, and I was like, oh no. I have like 3 sketchbook pages of just Bucky now. I'm having a crisis. Typically, when it comes to fictional characters in anime stuff, And like Genshin Impact is, I'm gonna lump it into anime stuff because of the art style. I'm usually more into male anime characters. Don't ask me questions, but not being into anime stuff anymore, I have very much shifted away from men. Like, I originally said I was bi, and by originally I mean like from high school, because I've had a crush on a single guy, and it's been an issue ever since. I don't think I questioned it for a long time because I was so into anime stuff and all of my fictional crushes were guy characters. No longer being an anime, I've pretty much like only been into girl characters and like actual real people. So I have not thought about male attraction in dare I say years. So I've been having a bit of a big doubt questioning for the past bit of like, am I even attracted to men at all? And you know what the one thing that has just tore that entire batch of doubt down? Bucky Barnes! Tell me why Marvel Rivals is making me just go back on all of that. Because the thing is, this wouldn't really be anything different than usual, if he was just from Marvel Rivals or just only animated. Because as I've said, I've crushed on fictional guys all the time. This is totally normal. But you see, the issue is, the big thing with Marvel is the live action movies. And so obviously when I'm looking up about the Winter Soldier or Bucky or whatever, I like saw things of him in the movies and I was like, oh no! Oh yeah, the other thing is, my previous question, it was like, am I not attracted to men actually? Or am I just actually really picky and have like very specific preferences? I think I've learned that it is in fact that. Cause, hold on. Sebastian Stan has blue eyes, doesn't he? He does, right? He does! Oh god. I'm crying because the one guy that I had a crush on in high school was like very Percy Jackson general description coded, honestly, but with a very different personality. But like he had dark hair and like green blue eyes. So I think it is in fact just, I really am just very specific. I hate myself. I feel like I'm having like a crisis backwards. People normally have like a crisis over if they find like someone of the same gender attractive, like whether they be fictional or a celebrity or not, whatever. I don't know, but I'm getting it the opposite way. I can't do this. Of all of the Marvel heroes, Captain America never interested me because, I don't know, he's Captain America. Like, that man is a walking patriotic American flag. I never cared about him. I didn't know his deal. But when I saw Bucky and I learned about Bucky and I saw a clip of him from the movie, I was like, I almost signed up for a free trial that day to watch just the Captain America movies because I really wanted to see Bucky. But I was talking to my friend about wanting to watch the movies and he was like, oh, we should like watch like all of the MCU movies. And so I was like, yeah, no, we should definitely do that. But I'm gonna die waiting to get to Captain America. Like, genuinely, this is like my one reason to get into the MCU. I'm so bad at watching things. I need a stupid reason to watch a thing. You know, I started watching Doctor Who. You know why I started watching Doctor Who in the year of 2024? Because I saw a sad TikTok edit of the 10th Doctor and Rose. And I was like, you know, I want to see what's up with that. Which, another tragic romance ship edit. I have a thing. Anyway. I've never been into like men. And then Bucky, especially in Marvel Rivals, he's like a bit too wide. Well, actually, oh no, his arms are huge. What are these man's proportions? Honestly, his waist versus his arm is like the side, like 3/4 of his waist. Oh my god. But in the movies, he's like more realistic guy, you know? He's like, I'm having a crisis! Whenever it came to like a real dude, I was always like, well, yeah, nah, that's like too much of a dude, but I'm gonna die. I need to watch the movie so bad. I need to see him expeditiously, because deep within my heart, I'm like, it'll kill it for me. But there's a part of me that's worried that it's just gonna get worse. This legitimately sounds like I'm having like a gay crisis, but I'm having a straight crisis. Why? Why? This is not how it's supposed to work. Ugh. I've been screaming for 40 minutes about feeling heterosexual feelings. Oh god. Yeah, so hopefully my friend can come over soon so we can get to Captain America faster. It's all Marvel Rivals' fault. I guess my whole side quest of questioning myself all over again is over because of the goddamn Bucky vibes. Microsoft Store commented on this person's Bucky fan art